Hello, ladies. Welcome to Halloween, okay, or All Hallows Eve, Samhain, however you would like to celebrate it. And tonight, I think this is a very timely message. It is from the goddess Bast, who, I said this is timely because she is an Egyptian goddess who transforms into a cat each night. Okay, so maybe you want to dress up as a cat this evening. But she protects her family and those who call upon her with her all-seeing night vision. Feel like that's good for Halloween. She exhibits the cat-like traits of the feminine, which include gracefulness, independence, playfulness, and intuition. She also works with cat lovers to help their feline companions. Maybe if you're out trick-or-treating or something, you might see a little cat walk by you. That could be Beth saying hello and making her presence known. She is the daughter of the sun god Ra and has the rare distinction of being both a moon and a sun goddess. All right, so she's a shapeshifter. It's kind of fun for a nice Halloween meditation, right? Never dressed up like a cat, but I, do be cougaring sometimes. Apparently, I'm not old enough to really be a cougar. I'm like I guess they call it a puma at this point. So I'm puma. Anyways, take a nice deep breath, ladies, and allow yourself to just settle in. Checking in. Just allowing everything to slow down for a moment, or just feeling your way through any feelings and sensations, energies that may be around you at this time. Noticing, finding your center within the energies that may be moving and swirling around you. It's like the eye, the center of the storm. Eye, center of a hurricane or a tornado, just allowing all of the other energy around you to swirl and do what it does. You find your center, then all of it. Breathing, just relaxing in this space, in this centeredness. Taking a moment, come back to self. If you've been away for some time, just come back to self. You can start by scanning your body from head to toe, allowing your crown to be illuminated, adjusting it if necessary, relaxing the space between the brows. You're relaxing the tip of your nose, back of the head, base of the skull, relaxing your lips, relaxing the jaw, neck, and shoulders. Allowing that to extend and stretch all the way down the arms to your hands and fingertips. Taking a deep breath once again, allowing the heart space to just melt and soften. Sinking a little deeper, slowing down just a little more. Anchoring down in the stillness. Just a little more. Maybe breathing just a little deeper. Expanding the breath throughout the body. Lengthening the inhale, extending the exhale. feeling a sense of rootedness, groundedness as you land gently upon your pelvic floor. Allowing that energy to expand throughout the hips, flow, stretch down to the legs, to the ankles, your feet, and your toes. Just releasing anything down into the earth. That you would like to let go of for this moment. Maybe it's conversations, maybe it's circumstances, maybe it's thoughts, feelings, energy within the body, physical body, sensations. Just release. Relax. Letting go of expectations. Letting go of anybody that may be pulling on your energy. Anyone that may be draining your time. Whether intentional or unintentional, it's just an observation, not a judgment. Any areas where you may be leaking energy, leaving you drained, or pouring in more than you are receiving. Just allow all of that to flow down into the earth. Letting go and releasing. Really honoring yourself in this moment. Giving yourself flowers and celebrating yourself. Taking this time. Just be and to check in, to celebrate the divine feminine and her expression through you. Taking a moment to just disconnect. Detach. Knowing that as you do so, your independence sets the stage, creates a strong foundation for your strength and your success. It is necessary for you to take this time to just be with yourself, with this divine feminine energy that you embody. Just connecting to that, disconnecting from everything else, intentionally connecting to the divine feminine within you, whatever that looks like, feels like. You see, like the cat, you are fiercely independent. But it is human nature to also need love and affection, touch, companionship. Are you taking time to balance your social interactions with solitude? Taking time for yourself. See, while you may ask others for their opinions, their insight, their guidance, ultimately, it is you who must make the decision. Making no decision is the same as deciding for everything to remain the same. You are ready for change. You are ready for a shift. You can shape shift. Just imagine if you could transform yourself into a cat, into a sorceress, into powerful witch, into a goddess. Notice the imagery or feelings that may come to you as you think of all these roles, labels. Maybe they feel like costumes that you are putting on. Queen, Empress, Earth Angel, Leader, Divine Feminine, the Maiden, the Mother, the Maga, the Crone. What energy are you wearing or dressed up as in this moment? What might feel fun and exciting to try on? Something a little different. See, your freedom and independence are top priorities, not only to yourself and to others, but to spirit as well. The Divine Mother needs you to prioritize yourself, your freedom, your independence, so that these characteristics are continuously nurtured. So you can remain sovereign within your life. You can own your energy, your life for yourself. Take agency of your life. Create the life that you truly desire and are worthy of. So maybe this evening's message is one of confirmation or validation. Maybe it's guidance, urging you to spend time alone. If you've been seeking time alone, it has been granted. Take time to rest, restore, rebalance, rejuvenate, replenish yourself. If you find that you've been more in solitude, then give yourself permission to play. Go have fun, enjoy yourself, flirt, be sexy. Experience pleasure. Do the things that bring you pleasure, joy, happiness. How can you go have a little fun? Celebrate your divine feminine energy in that space. Maybe it's time to ask for your needs to be met. What are they? What are your needs? Maybe it is to feel more pleasure and joy and happiness. Maybe it's for your needs to just be met with ease and grace. Maybe it is playful partnerships and companionship that you were looking for. What are your needs? Ask that you may receive that or better shall be. If you've been outsourcing your ideas, your opinions, your worth, personality, your identity, maybe it's time for you to make your own decision. Others can offer their opinion, but ultimately it is you who must take action. If you're feeling a little frisky, maybe you decide to get or adopt a cat, to work with them, to play with them, pay attention to them. Seeing them as a symbolism of divine feminine strength, beauty, grace, charisma, sensuality, pleasure. grace, intuition, independence. It's time for you to thrive. And in order to do so, you must free yourself, liberate yourself from any chains that may be weighing you down, holding you back, keeping you tied and tethered to the old. Cut those cords. Voila, like magic, with the wave of a wand, you are empowered. Your energy restored. Your creativity, your fertility, your beauty enhanced. Pleasure enhanced. Abundant. Fruitful. Magical. Yes, you are all of these things. May you remember that today and all of your tomorrows. You don't need a reason to dress up energetically as your divine self. You just are. You can shapeshift and switch these energies at any point, taking one costume off, putting on another, noticing how those around you may respond to it. This allows you to truly embrace your power of intuition and imagination. All that you need is within you. That is a treat indeed. No tricks. And when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath, bringing maybe some cat-like movements to your body, taking some nice, deep, slow, steady stretches. Maybe if you are sitting, arcing the back, allowing your neck to look upwards, chin upwards, coming into what they call the seated cat position in yoga. Drawing the shoulders back, just stretching through the front of the body. And exhale, curving the back. Everything, just draw inwards, tucking the chin to the chest, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. Inhaling once again, allowing yourself to arch your back, chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reversing that flow, curving the back, bringing the chin down to the chest. And one more time, inhale, extending the back, chin up towards the ceiling, holding for just a moment here. Allowing yourself to just settle in this position. Exhale, curving the back, releasing the flow, squeezing all of that air out of the belly, bringing your chest to the chin. Making some hip circles if that feels good to you in one direction, maybe the next. Rolling through the shoulders, back, and then maybe forward. Rolling through the neck. And then reversing that flow as well. And then when you're ready, bringing the hands to heart center. Giving yourself permission. Once again, just shapeshift when needed. Knowing that you can always move energy through you at any point that you would like. You can move the physical body. Most importantly, also flow with the breath. Allow that to help you tune into your body so that you may move forward with beauty, ease, grace, intuition, strength, and success. And so it is. Whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and come back into the space. All right, I like that meditation. I like that cat-like stuff and slinkiness. All right, slinky and sexy. All right, so the collective message. So tonight you learned another intuitive or psychic development tool. One of the things that I teach is called wearing hats, and it's like the wearing different roles. And in person, I teach this, and I have a plastic bin filled with different types of costumes, like masquerade masks, or like a flower crown, a cowboy hat, a chef's hat, big dollar sign glasses with gold chains, and of course, like a witch's cape, or vampire cape, something like that, a halo for an angel, things like that. And I think I have like a jester hat. And the point of this is recognizing that we do dress up in certain ways, and how not only do our physical clothes that we adorn ourselves in has an effect on how we show up and how others receive us, but it also happens energetically. And so there's a book that I read called The Magical Fashionista. I believe that was in the women's, the book club that I have been posting. I've forgotten, sorry, y'all. I've been doing a lot of books on Audible, and I'm just like, it's like going through these books. So yes, anyways, the book is called Magical Fashionista by Tess Whitehurst. And I really enjoyed this book because it talks about how our clothes and the way we dress really also is a spiritual practice. Okay, so I wear a lot of black. Black is protective energy, it's grounding energy. If you know me, makes sense, because I'm normally like, like I can be very lively, I guess, or very fiery. And I do a lot of energy work as well. I personally used to wear clothes that I thought, I'm a free spirit, I meditate, do yoga. And so I would buy clothes that I thought were like hippie like or free spirit like. And I just never really felt good in them. And then I had a friend of mine who was a fashion stylist, and she said, well, then why do you wear them if you don't feel good in them? I was like, it's a valid question. She's like, what I noticed is you really like to wear black. And I was like, yeah, I do. She was like, so wear black. It's okay. And once she gave me that permission, it was interesting, because then I was like, oh, okay. And it's not that I just like went ham, wearing black all the time or always buying stuff that's black. But when I do, I don't, I just know that that's kind of my thing. But it's the same as, if you have a very important job interview, are you going to show up in some sweats from Walmart, or would you prefer to show up in like a custom tailored Armani suit? Okay, I guess it might depend on the interview, but I'm pretty sure the Armani suit would make a big difference whether you're overdressed for the occasion. I highly doubt with a custom made Armani suit you're going to be underdressed. Okay. But this book also talks about, fashion based on your element, like if you're earth sign, if you are a water sign, a fire sign, or air sign. It also talks about, I believe, the different zodiac styles and things like that. And so it's kind of interesting knowing that it helps you to feel more empowered in how you show up in the world as far as like your actual clothing. And so sometimes when people are working with certain chakras, we might, wear a lot of red or a lot of orange. We might feel kind of drawn to certain colors, greens or blues or things like that. It's because color theory, it has an effect on us. Okay. There's a reason why certain places like the DMV is like, beige, or hospitals are like white for purity, sterility. Spiritually, you see a lot of purples and blues, like the higher chakra colors. Maybe sometimes the etheric colors typically are like, the greens and pinks and purples and blues and white, things like that. Red, we know, can have like a real fiery energy to it. Like if somebody's hot-headed or seeing red, but red can also be abundance and good luck. Like in the Asian countries, they give red envelopes filled with money on a lot of the holidays and traditions. And so color can have an effect, but also like material can have an effect, right? If you're wearing leather in the summer, it's going to be kind of hot versus if you're wearing, chiffon in the winter, it's going to be freaking cold. So this book talks about not only your astrological placements and like elements, but why you might desire to wear certain things and how you can switch it up and shape shift. And so this goes back to the intuitive development class that I was talking about as far as wearing different costumes, and they represent the different roles that we play in life. So it's kind of like the saying dress for success or dress the part. It's literally what people are talking about. Dress the part. We know that it has a psychological effect. When you feel prepared, you feel dressed, you have on your Sunday's best or whatever it is. When you feel like you look good, you act differently. Right. And so it's the same thing, not just on a physical level with our clothing, but also energetically. If you go around pretending like you have this crown on your head and you are bejeweled to the max and you have this, gown or cape on, you're going to energetically also walk differently. But it's interesting because people will start to see you differently because energy is electromagnetic frequency. So that vibration, that vibe people pick up is a real thing. And people start to respond to you from that space. So it's kind of like not really a fake it till you make it, but more of like embodying your gift of imagination and being able to shape shift and switch different roles. There's times where I go places and I'm like, I don't want to be seen, so I pretend like I'm like, like invisible. I'll pretend like I've got the invisibility cloak, like in Harry Potter. And sure enough, people bump into me. They're like, oh, I didn't see you. I'm like, yep, well, I asked to be invisible today, and here I am, But there's times where if I want to shine and be seen, then I notice I kind of gravitate towards the color red when I have to speak, do a speaking engagement or something, or want to be seen. I'll put on like a red lip, something like that. So it's kind of like you're gonna see me, okay, type of energy. And you can also make sure with this for energetic maintenance. It's not the word I was looking for, but something like that. But anyways, you can do this as a way to also let go of any roles that you have been serving. Okay. If there's a role in your life that no longer serves you, maybe, you still think about a job that you had. Did you wear a uniform with that job, or did you dress a certain way with that job? Sometimes I know me, if I'm wearing scrubs all day, once I come home, I like to take the scrubs off because after doing, working on clients, I feel like scrubby. I'm like, yeah, I'm in scrubs. I don't really feel cute. Like if friends want to meet for dinner or something, I'm always like, let me go home and change first. Right. Because I don't want to show up wearing scrubs. I feel more like, like I'm still at work. Basically. So you can see what roles that like if you take your work home with you sometimes, make sure that you go into the house, change your clothes, shower, wash the day off. But you can also amplify your energy by pretending like, you are the commander in chief or something. You're the queen, the goddess, the empress. And so you walk into a space with that energy. And I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is you're going to be treated very differently because you hold your head high, your standards high, your shoulders back. You come off more regal, more grounded and in control of not only yourself, but the energy around you. And so that can be very, very magnetic to some. So that's a great tool if you're going in for a job interview or you're trying to attract a companion or like soulmate type relationship, anything like that. It's good to walk around like you're an empress or a goddess, something like that, a queen, looking to attract her emperor or her king, and being able to call that in, like it's sending out a vibration to the universe and to the world. And so what happens is like attracts like, when the law of attraction, and that eventually that person that matches that vibe is going to see you. Okay. And other suitors and things, opportunities may come to like show that spirit is like, oh, we see you, we hear you. And then you can be in that empress, goddess, queen energy and be like, hey, I think I'm glad I attracted this. That's abundance. I'm glad I attracted all these different opportunities, but that's not quite what I like. So I'm just going to send that back out there. Thank you, universe, for hearing me. And now I call in something else. So now you're in this energy of flow, of manifestation, of creation, of fertility, of abundance. So if there's something that you are willing or something that you are desiring as far as bringing into your life, a manifestation or creation, then energetically play the role. Dress up energetically like that every day and watch how your life will change. Okay. So happy Samhain and All Hallows Eve. Tonight is my sister's like pregame because her birthday's November 1st. So at midnight, we typically will go into celebrating her birthday. So we get to go out for Halloween and then we like turn up at midnight. So I will be using my tools and so forth to protect my energy and just kind of playing around, seeing how I feel like dressing up tonight, you know. But on any given day, Kisha is good enough. So, all right, y'all. Goddess bless you. I miss you all. I hope you've enjoyed these pre-recorded meditations. I didn't want to just leave y'all hanging for this time. So I look forward to seeing y'all upon my return. May you have a safe and wonderful evening.